Hello, everyone. A very good morning, and thank you for joining us in another one of our live sessions. My name is Nishan, and I'm from the University of Reading, Malaysia's recruitment team. And today we will be we will be speaking about a profession, a field, a discipline that has been very crucial to mankind's success. It is extremely crucial for every single industry. And of course, not everyone gets to become the professional in that particular industry, but a lot of people do, and they achieve a lot of success, and they contribute to the particular respective industries that they work in, as well as to mankind's greater good. And of course, the focus of today's topic is going to be the accounting profession, as well as how it has evolved and how you can develop yourself in accounting, especially in the digital age. And to present about this topic, to explain in detail about how you can achieve career success in the accounting profession and industry, we have a special guest speaker from Henley Business School, Malaysia. And I would like to introduce Associate Professor Dr. Evelita Estela Celis. Hi, Dr. Evelita. A very good morning to you.
Hi, Nishan. Good morning.
Thank you, Dr. Evelita. For all of you that are watching or will be watching this video later on, Dr. Evelita is joining us live from her home country of the beautiful Philippines. So thank you for accepting our invitation to speak today. Now, for all of the viewers, just to give you a little insight on Associate Professor Dr. Evelita, she is the program lead of the BSc Accounting and Finance program in University of Reading, Malaysia, at Henley Business School. And also she is a certified public accountant and a member of the Philippine Institute of Certified Public Accountants, which is the PICPA. Dr. Evelita also has special research interests in corporate governance, the stock market performance, behavioral finance, as well as management accounting practices. So Dr. Evelita will be speaking in detail later on about her experiences, as well as how you can achieve your career, profession, and goals. But before that, ladies and gentlemen, I will jump in to present very briefly on the history, as well as the offerings of both the University of Reading and the University of Reading, Malaysia. So without further ado, let me just jump on to my slides, and I will be sharing. Just a moment, guys. Okay, everyone, I hope you can actually see my slides. Now, Dr. Evelita, are you able to see the slides?
Oh, yes.
Great,
I can
awesome.
see clearly.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, very quick intro on the University of Reading, Malaysia. So the university is actually an established and reputable institution of higher learning in the UK. It is not a new university. It has actually existed since the late 1800s and has gone on to produce hundreds of thousands of graduates up to today. And it is globally ranked 75th for International Outlook. And as we go further, a little bit about the history is that it began as an extension college of the University of Oxford in the UK in 1892. And then in 1926, the university received its charter to operate as an independent university, and since then, they have been producing thousands of graduates in a variety of disciplines. Actually, the University of Reading in the UK offers a little over 200 undergraduate programs, so that's a huge list of offering that students can actually choose from, be it in archaeology, be it in business, be it in accounting, or be it in law. So there's a whole list of programs that you can choose, and in 2013, to be exact, the adventure or the new endeavor of the University of Reading, Malaysia began, and they started off here in an office tower in Johor Bahru, and later on in 2016, we officially moved into our new state-of-the-art campus here in Iskandar Puteri, Johor, or the area better known as Edu City. So we have our state-of-the-art campus, we have a small community, a vibrant community of students and academics, and of course, we offer about 8 different programs. So for all of you who may not be familiar of where Reading is located in the UK, this is The location here, as you can see, the red star right below, the slightly larger blue star, which indicates where London is. So we are indeed very close to London, about a 25 to 30-minute train ride from London. The campus in the UK is located on 321 acres of land. So it's a big green space. It's actually one of the top green spaces in the UK and has received numerous accolades on that area. At current moment, the university has about 18,000, a little over 18,000 students, and we have students from about 150 different nationalities. And also, as I mentioned earlier, we've got 200 different programs on offer at undergraduate level and much more when you go on to your postgraduate and PhD level. So as we move on, these are just some shots of the University of Reading in the UK. As you can see, it's a good mixture of both modern and traditional architecture. It's a big green space. As you can see, students are just hanging out in the green space. It's a very vibrant community that we have there. And for those of you who may not be familiar with where University of Reading, Malaysia is, as you can see, the red star right below here on the edge of the map is where the university is located. This is, of course, the map of the state of Johor, the southernmost state in Peninsular Malaysia. And we are famously right beside Singapore. So Singapore is just a stone's throw away. Of course, the traffic could be horrendous at times to reach Singapore, but on a good day, we can actually reach within 25, 30 minutes. The Singapore airport is very close as well. So those of you traveling from abroad will have an opportunity to land in Singapore first and then come to Johor Bahru, where the campus is. We are also close to our very own Senai International Airport. And also at current moment, as I said, it's a small community, but a vibrant community of students. So we have about 640 students, and also they come from 10 different nationalities. So we've got some of them from South Korea, from India, Mauritius, Singapore, and a host of other countries. The campus is, of course, located on 15 acres of land, so probably not as big as the UK, but it is indeed a spacious campus that we have here. And of course, 8 different programs on offer. So if we move on, these are just some shots of the University of Reading in the UK. I'm sorry, University of Reading in Malaysia. So as you can see, this is our state-of-the-art campus. Some of the pictures of the facilities that are available here, which is the large lecture theatre, as well as our Learning Resource Center. And of course, there are a host of other interesting facilities, particularly for the finance and accounting students. You have your financial dealing room, as we call it. So that's where you do the trading simulation exercise. And if we move on, as you can see, these are the list of programs that are offered here in Malaysia campus. So you can see the biggest number of offerings are from Henley Business School, which offers 4 different business programs. We're talking about real estate, management, finance, and of course, the topic of today, accounting and finance. We also have law, psychology, and quantity surveying. And for those of you going on from O levels or IGCSE or equivalent, we have the foundation program that is a very quick and intense pathway for you. So moving on, yes, the topic of today will begin with Henley Business School being one of only 75 business schools worldwide that have triple accreditation. A little bit about the history of Henley Business School is that it began in 1945, and it is one of the oldest business schools in Europe. So they do have an interesting track record. They are a very prominent brand, and to get your degree with Henley as well as University of Reading would be a very, very good step up the ladder en route to your professional development and your working life. And yes, out of the 4 programs today that we will be speaking about, with the focus, of course, on the accounting and finance program. So the partner in learning, of course, is the ICAEW, or the Chartered Accountant of England and Wales. And we will be sharing about how you can achieve your professional goals after you have obtained your degree. So I will end my session right now. Stop sharing. Hence, ladies and gentlemen, we will move on to our main presenter of the day, Dr. Evelita. All over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nishan, and thank you, everyone. Let me just share my screen. So this morning, I'm going to talk about why accounting and finance should be your preferred route to the chartered accountancy qualification in this digital age. Can you see my screen now, Nishin?
Yes, Doctor, I see your screen perfect.
Okay, good. So my topic, this shall be the flow of my talk this morning. I will talk briefly about what accounting and finance are to provide a common understanding of these two terms. Then I will give some insights on the future of accounting and finance by briefly highlighting some technological advances that brought changes to the accounting and finance profession. Then we shall look into some of the job prospects, okay, of accounting and finance graduates. And I will try to give some tips on how to choose the right university. And lastly, I will briefly walk you through the Henley ICAEW program at Henley Business School, University of Reading, Malaysia. Okay. So what is accounting and what is finance? So while accounting and finance may go together and seems interchangeable, there are, however, key differences. Accounting is more about accurate reporting of what has already happened. It is also about ensuring that compliance with laws, regulations, and standards are really complied to. And accounting professionals are responsible for ensuring that all financial transactions are correctly entered into the books of accounts of the company, and that account balances are correct, and that financial statements are fairly presented in accordance with generally accepted accounting practices or principles. Accounting is also considered as the language of business and is the backbone of every company because every business needs reliable data to communicate to all stakeholders and help them make informed decisions. So finance, on the other hand, talks about managing or management of cash. It is about looking forward and maximizing that value of money as well as mitigating losses. Finance professionals are responsible for ensuring that there is adequate funding or capital for the needs of the business and that the funds are allocated as optimally as possible. Finance professionals also are responsible of creating value by managing in a way that earns higher than the expected risk adjustment returns. So both accounting and finance professionals play essential roles in the management of any business. You know, companies operate on money, and if you don't control that money, you don't control your business. And by properly accounting for your company's income and expenses, you can manage the flow of money, thereby direct the course of your business. And when you study, therefore, a degree in accounting and finance, you are studying basically a combination of both subject areas in accounting and finance, making you more flexible and allowing you more career opportunities. So with the recent technological advances and digitization of businesses, many school leavers and parents ask, will accounting and finance degree still relevant? What is the future of accounting and finance in the digital world? Well, the application of technology in accounting practice is not new. In fact, even before the rising popularity of AI or artificial intelligence, for example, accounting technology has always played a part in making the job of the accountants and finance professionals a lot easier. However, the surge of digital technologies have changed the very nature of work not just for accounting, not just for finance, but for every profession. In accounting, for example, although the concepts remain the same, the mechanics move from paper to computer to online. And the current COVID-19 pandemic much more abruptly changed the way we do things today, and this will continue to change dramatically. As more advanced technological innovations are applied in business, I lost my slides. Okay. Again, as more advanced technological innovations are applied in business, the ability of the accountants and finance professionals to interpret statistical values and to analyze data are significantly enhanced. So let's dive a bit into the digital world of accountants. With the digitization of businesses, today's accountants are no longer burdened with repetitive, mechanical type of functions. Rather, they now have time to offer new value-adding services to their practice portfolio to help clients beyond numbers and to keep things transparent and legally compliant. Now let's put into context how these technological advances affect the accountant and the finance professionals, and how these have brought efficiencies to the accounting and finance professions. And among the very many innovations are cloud accounting and cloud-based applications. We also have big data and data analytics. Then we have artificial intelligence. We also have fintech and the digital transformation of SMEs. So let's talk briefly about each of these innovations in the next few slides. So cloud accounting. Cloud accounting or cloud computing refers to the delivery of computing services remotely or over the internet, or what we call now the cloud. With the rise in the popularity of the cloud, application developers have developed accounting applications that are totally based on cloud. These applications offer newer features in the form of accessibility and security. Cloud accounting, for example, keeps business owners updated of their finances and empowers them to review business performance from any enabled device, including smartphones, tablets, iPads, and such other gadgets, keeping the accountant in touch with their clients wherever they go. Cloud accounting also enhances collaboration between the accountant and the client, facilitating discussions of issues in real time and permitting the accountant to provide updated insights and timely advice to their clients, thereby increasing understanding and promoting a transparent working relationship. According to the Microsoft survey in 2012, cost efficiency and improved productivity are some of the primary benefits of deploying cloud computing in the organization. Then we have big data and data analytics. Big data and data analytics are probably some of today's very popular buzzwords in digital technologies. These statements of McLean and Scheller highlight how crucial data and data analytics are in every company's day-to-day operations. Big data is impacting nearly every aspect of the accounting industry. It helps produce better data-driven audits, hence creating better applications for clients as well as auditors. In finance, for example, big data helps design analytical models and build better financial reports. Big data provides new opportunities for businesses to identify new markets, to realign business goals, and to create forecasts. Evolving technology through big data and data analytics has provided CFOs the prospects to redefine finance and business processes, as well as drive business insights. Technology has made big data readily available to analysis, and experts who conduct analysis in this area are highly in demand. Then we have artificial intelligence, or AI. So AI refers to the simulation of human intelligence in many machines. AI is continuously evolving to benefit many different industries and making their applications in business endless. In accounting, for example, artificial intelligence can help accountants become more productive and efficient. With an assistance from an AI-enabled system, accountants are freed up to build relationships with their clients and deliver critical insights. And increasingly, finance leaders are also leveraging AI and predictive analytics tools to create more vigorous forecasting, business analysis, decision support systems, or decision support abilities, enabling finance leaders to build better business partnerships and support senior management in the development and evaluation of business strategy. And in the short to medium term, AI brings many opportunities for accountants and finance professionals to improve their efficiency that enables them to deliver more value-adding services to businesses. Then we have Fintech. Fintech refers to the synergy between finance and technology, which is used to enhance business operations and delivery of financial services. Fintech can take the form of software, a service, or a business that provides technologically advanced ways to make financial processes more efficient by disrupting traditional methods. Fintech has become the basis for an end-to-end processing of transactions over the internet via cloud services. And I am sure that many of us here have experienced shopping online. So when you use, for example, your credit card or debit card to pay for your online purchases from Shopee, then you, Shopee, and the bank behind the money exchange are using Fintech. Fintech is not new, but it has evolved, disrupted, and reshaped how we do business today. Fintech is automating a lot of business functionalities like accounting, bookkeeping, tax filing, to name a few. Through Fintech, accountants now have access to real-time financial information and reporting, allowing them to take timely actions and recommendations to evolving financial situations. Then we have the digital transformations of SMEs, or small and medium enterprises. In the Asia-Pacific region, SMEs account for 98% of all businesses and employ over 50% of the workforce. Their GDP contribution ranges from 17% in the low-income countries to about 40% to 50% in the higher income countries like Malaysia and Singapore. Advances in cloud computing have made cloud packages more affordable to SMEs, And this resulted to higher demands for accountants with greater IT skills and competency on cloud technology. Cloud accounting also changes the working relationships between the accountant and the client. For example, in a survey conducted by Sage's Accountants Division in 2014, firms are expecting their accountants to provide more value-added services and consider their accountant as their business and strategic partner. In fact, the International Federation of Accountants in 2016 also found that 93% of small business owners now value their clients or value their accountants as their source of business advice. And then the 2016 Walk With Me report by Sage also noted that clients want their accountants to keep pace with technology. Indeed, 62% of the young entrepreneurs claim that they are not worried with the very constant change in technology because their accountants take care of their businesses. Okay. Now let's try to look at the job outlook for accounting and finance graduates. The US Bureau of Labor and Statistics in 2019 reported that between 2019 to 2029, the projected average growth rate for all occupations is 4%. And accordingly, employment of accountants and auditors is also expected to grow 4%, and this is about as fast as the average for all occupations. In general, employment growth of accountants and auditors is expected to be closely tied to the health of the overall economy. So as the economy grows, more manpower are needed to prepare and examine financial records. While the employment in business and financial occupations is projected to grow 5%, and this is faster than the average growth rate for all occupations. And accordingly, globalization, a growing economy, and a complex tax and regulatory environment are expected to continue to lead a strong demand for accountants and finance professionals. And this increased demand for accounting and finance expertise will lead to good prospects for entry-level positions. Technology will transform the accounting roles and responsibilities and will enhance the capabilities of accounting professionals. So as technology-based companies like Xero, Oracle, Intuit, and a lot more continue to develop cutting-edge accounting software, some routine accounting and finance tasks are now automated, allowing the accountant and the finance professionals to become more efficient and enabled, and making the advisory and analytical duties, more prominent. And moreover, accounting graduates have earned professional designation and qualification, such as the Associate Chartered Accountants or Certified Public Accountants, should have the best prospects. Now, going back to my earlier question, is accounting and finance degree still relevant in a digital world? The resounding answer for this is yes. Be assured that the accounting and finance professions are still very much alive and digitally relevant. According to many industry publications like Accounting Today, even though many accounting tasks and finance functions are now automated, accounting and finance professionals will never be replaced by technology. It further noted that technology simply cannot and will never be able to solve on its own those client issues that are resolved and addressed by accountants and finance professionals. In fact, future accountants and finance professionals will have the opportunity to develop more advanced skills so they can increasingly serve as business consultants and strategic partners. All those technological advances that we have just discussed earlier have also made the study of accounting and finance more interesting, challenging, and stimulating. So my next question is accounting and finance the right degree for you? Well, if you want to join the business world, but you are not sure what line of work would be best for you, you may want to consider a career in accounting and finance. A degree in accounting and finance gives you a valuable set of lifelong skills, leading to multiple career options that translate into a wider variety of dynamic, stimulating, rewarding, and challenging career opportunities. Many organizations and individuals need help in managing their finances, and this is where accountants and finance professionals come in. They help their clients monitor their finances, plan for the future, and most importantly, comply with various legal regulations. And additionally, those working within the profession remain relevant with the changes in time, as they are more flexible and can readily adapt to changes and stay up to date to changes with rules and regulations, changes in procedures, changes in business processes and applications, along with the rapid changes in technology. And there are also several options available to those who are considering a career in accounting and finance. They can work in virtually any type of industry, be it in the public or private sector, in government, in multinational companies, in small and medium enterprises, in education, in healthcare, in the not-for-profit organizations, or even at an individual level, doing anything from transaction analysis to auditing to taxation to budgeting and financial planning to big data and data analytics to strategic planning and a lot more. Your degree in accounting and finance will bring you to places and could even open up doors you didn't even know existed. The possibilities are just endless. So, in order to succeed in the competitive field of accounting and finance, students must know how to choose the best and the right university to hone, develop, and enhance their skills and interest. Choosing a university is one of the most important decisions you will make in your life. There are, of course, a lot of criteria or a lot of factors that you need to be considered. And this would include for example, good reputation of a business program, the ranking of the university, accreditation of its courses, the suitability of the course against your interest and academic results, growth opportunities, your career goals, learning facilities, quality of lectures, environment, which I think should include an English-speaking student environment. So with this, allow me to introduce to you or to provide you a brief introduction of Henley Business School. Henley Business School is the business school of the University of Reading, And as part of the University of Reading, Henley operates in an academic institution that is placed within the top 250 best universities in the world. The school is part of a global network across 14 countries, with our main campuses situated in Reading, United Kingdom. Henley is also one of the oldest and most respected schools in Europe. Established in 1945, Henley has been at the forefront of management, business, and leadership thinking for more than 70 years. And because we are one of the oldest schools in the UK, we also have one of the largest alumni networks in the country, expanding to reach over 80,000 in across 160 countries. Henley is also one of a select business schools to hold triple accredited status from the UK, Europe, and US awarding bodies. We truly are an international triple accredited business school. Henley also features highly in listings from well-known global and national rankings. And as a business school offering accounting and finance degrees, Henley has secured an international reputation for delivering high-quality accounting and finance programs that reflect the changes and developments in today's very dynamic and ever-changing business environment. And as a destination business school with a worldwide reputation for excellence, Henley attracts some of the very brightest and smartest undergraduate students. So, why should you choose Henley Business School, Malaysia? I could give you three main reasons, among many other reasons, why you should choose Henley Business School, Malaysia. First, its faculty. More than 80% of our faculty members are PhD holders. They have also relevant years of industry and teaching experience, as well as holders of relevant professional qualifications. We also have a truly diversified faculty members, and currently 31% of our faculty members are internationals. Second, the programs taught at Henley Business School, Malaysia have global recognition and accredited by world-renowned professional membership organizations. We have also partnerships with leading industry players, ensuring that our curriculum are current, relevant, and responsive to the needs of the industry. Third, our students get to experience the best of both worlds. A prestigious British qualification on Malaysian soil at approximately half the cost of international student fees in the UK. Our students are also given the opportunity to study part of their degree at the UK campus. And this means that obtaining a UK degree is now more flexible, accessible, and affordable than ever before. Our campus in Malaysia is also equipped with technology-enhanced learning facilities. We use the latest technology to enhance teaching and learning. Our state-of-the-art financial dealing room is equipped with trading simulation system and financial databases such as the IC Traders, Osiris, and Refinitiv Icon, formerly known as Thomson Reuters Icon. The IC Trader is simulated to trade equity, foreign currency, and derivatives in the US and the UK markets. And using this software, our students get to access, learn, simulate, and experience one of the most sophisticated trading simulation systems. Students get the experience of being at a trading desk, working under pressure with sharp and sudden movements in share prices. They get to develop the ability to think quickly, assess risk, examine options, and still remain calm even under pressure. And with the rich financial databases, students can link theoretical finance knowledge with real-world data and research. The hands-on experience of constructing, managing, reviewing, and rebalancing portfolio through these financial software tools enhance their learning process. Our learning management system is Blackboard Learn and Turnitin. We have also subscriptions on statistical tools such as the SPSS and eViews. And we even make use of open source technology such as the R language. For virtual meetings, webinars, and official communications, we are subscribed to Office 365 and MS Teams. So with this, I would like to bring your attention to the BSc Accounting and Finance program at Henley Business School, University of Reading, Malaysia. This is your fastest road to the Chartered Accountancy and Finance professions. This program is also referred to as the Henley ICAEW Program, or HIP, because of our innovative collaboration with the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, or ICAEW. And as a result of this, a roadmap is being crafted, a more defined pathway to the ICAEW qualifications via our BSc Accounting and Finance program. So as you can see here, HIP is a 4-year program with 1-year work placement on year 3. And most of the modules are mapped with ICAEW papers, enabling our graduates to claim up to 8 paper exemptions and 2 additional ICAEW qualifications. What I would like to emphasize here is that although this program is closely linked to ICAEW, our graduates can also choose to pursue qualifications from either ACCA or CIMA or other professional bodies, because this program is also accredited by these professional bodies. So therefore, students can also claim paper exemptions from them. All the finance modules in the program are developed by the International Capital Market Association, or ICMA Center. The center is part of Henley Business School and has a global reputation for undergraduate, postgraduate, and PhD finance degrees. The center was also Europe's first collaboration between the Securities Agency and the academe to promote securities education, research, and training. And the finance modules in this program are also accredited by the CFA Institute of the United States of America. And of course, this program is fully accredited by the Malaysian Qualifications Agency, or MQA. Now, HIP is also an integrated career-focused program, and it has 3 unique features that set it apart from other accounting and finance programs available anywhere. First, this program has a 1+2 awards. So meaning, apart from receiving the award of the BSc Accounting and Finance degree, eligible graduates of this program will also receive from ICAEW the Certificate in Finance, Accounting and Business, or CFAB, and the Business and Finance Professional Designation, or BFP. CFAB is the certificate level of the ICAEW Chartered Accountant qualification, while the BFP is an international professional designation that recognizes one's technical competence, ethical awareness, and commitment to ongoing professional development. Holders of this designation can use the letters BFP after their names. And these two additional qualifications from ICAEW offer our graduates with improved employability prospects. Second, upon completion of the program, our graduates are certified work ready. The one-year work placement provides our graduates or our students the opportunity to gain hands-on experience in the field of accounting, auditing, taxation, finance, banking, and other business functions. Our students also learn from the very best because they are placed in any of the prestigious authorized training employers of ICAEW, such as the big professional services firms, leading banks, and other reputable companies. HIP graduates are also ethically grounded, having been exposed to some practical ethical business frameworks via the Ethics Online Learning Program of ICAEW. Third, our graduates are on track to the ICAEW Chartered Accountant qualification. So by the time they graduate, they would have already satisfied the major components of the ICAEW Chartered Accountant qualification. So another great thing also about this program is that our collaboration with ICAEW is formalized with a memorandum of agreement, whereby our students enjoy waivers and exemption fees and registration fees of approximately 850 UK pounds. So with this, HIP graduates are work ready, they are highly employable, and stand out from the crowd of other graduates. HIP indeed is your fastest road to the massive dynamic careers in accounting and finance. So as mentioned earlier, this program has an integrated one-year internship or placement. So before their placement year, students are introduced to the ICAEW authorized training employers through industry executive lecture series and career fairs organized by the Henley Business School, as well as by our student welfare and academic services teams. Students are also provided relevant workshops on employability skills to prepare them for the placement year, which usually starts in August or September. And this guarantee that our students will be able to complete the 12-month internship just before the start of term 1 of year 4 of their studies. Internships are an important part of a student's learning and development process. It is where higher education meets employment. They allow students to gain work experience in a legit organization while studying at the university, and at the same time providing them with paid professional work in a safe environment with help from some experts. These are some of the pictures of our students who have done their placement year. You will note that the biggest takers of our placement students are the big professional services firms such as EY, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, BDO, and Grant Thornton. However, please note that placements are not limited to these companies. There are over 170 ICAEW authorized training employers in Malaysia. So you would probably ask, why ICAEW? Or why did we prefer to sign a non-exclusive agreement with ICAEW? ICAEW is a world-leading professional membership organization of accountants, finance, and business professionals that has been in the heart of the accountancy, business, and finance professions since they were founded in 1880. ICAEW trains, develops, and supports over 150,000 ICAEW chartered accountants, providing them with continuing professional education and value-added trainings. ICAEW accountants are also the largest source of business advice in the UK, reaching over 2 million businesses by sharing their knowledge and insights with the governments, regulators, and business leaders worldwide. And as a matter of fact, ICAEW chartered accountants sit in the boards of 78% of the FTSE 100 companies, or the Financial Times Stock Exchange 100 Index, which is a share index of the 100 companies with the highest market capitalization listed in the London Stock Exchange. And this index is seen as a gauge of prosperity for businesses regulated in the UK law, in the UK company law. ICAEW has also reciprocal memberships with professional bodies in Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and Canada. And this simply means that associate chartered accountants of ICAEW can practice accountancy in these countries without necessarily taking examinations with these professional bodies. They simply just have to apply for membership and, of course, pay the corresponding membership fees. Now, aside from the BSc Accounting and Finance at Henley Business School, we also offer BSc Finance and Management. We also have BSc Real Estate and BA Business and Management. Okay. In the picture are the management team of Henley Business School, Malaysia. And standing from left to right is Professor Tek Yong Eng. He is the head of Henley Business School, Malaysia. Next to him is Associate Professor Dr. Janice Lee. She is the program lead of BSc Real Estate. And next to her is Associate Professor Dr. T. She is the program lead of Business and Management. In the sitting position is Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Pisal. He is the program lead of Finance and Business Management. And seated behind him, that's myself. I am Associate Professor Dr. Evelita Estela Celis, and I am the program lead of the BSc Accounting and Finance. Well, I think that's quite long, and I hope we are all good. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them on the comment box, or you may also contact us through any of these platforms. And for your reading pleasures, you may also refer to these references. Okay, so that ends my talk and presentation. I hope this session enlightens you on the prospects and future of the accounting and finance in this digital age and help you decide what degree to choose. Thank you for watching and listening. I am now open to Q&A. So back to you, Nishan.
Hello, Dr. Evelita. Thank you
Hi.
very much for that detailed insight onto the accounting profession, and I think the interest was more towards how that profession is going to be like within the digital age. Is I like the part where you spoke about AI, and you said that it's not very much a threat to the profession. It can actually enhance the profession better. It
Yes,
gives the accountants better, I would say, technology at their disposal to execute and carry out their jobs even effectively. So
indeed.
that was very interesting. And also, I like the part where you explained about uh, the pathways that graduates have, and especially with a very reputable organization like the ICAEW. We were talking about I think over 500 partners, ATEs within our borders as well, and then
Uh,
globally. So
yes.
yes, ma'am. Moving on to the questions. Now, I do have a question in the chat from uh, Tan. So Tan, thank you for your question. And the question is, Tan says, great insights on digital transformation relevance to accountancy and finance education. Can you share if there are new courses developed to get undergraduates to be fintech savvy in Henley? Is there anything as such, Dr. Evelita?
Yeah. We have actually, we are so forward looking, like we have a program, a module in fintech and digital and cryptocurrencies. We also have a module on big data and data analytics. So these are options that are made available to all business students. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So we have those modules in fintech and cryptocurrency that is actually not only available to the accounting students,
Yes,
but
it's
also to
available to
all
business students.
Henley Business School students.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right. So I think that's a very attractive um, proposal for all the current students as well as those who are considering Henley Business School or University of Reading in the future. And also for those who are watching, we actually have our intakes coming up in the month of July as well as September. And there will be additional intakes for undergraduate programs in April 2022 as well. So that's something that you can consider when you are in the midst of completing. I know that UEC exams will be done in the months of December, and we are expecting to get the A-level and IGCSE results in August this year. So that gives you an avenue to consider, and you can actually get in touch with us. Moving on, there is a question, the second question, which just came in the chat, Dr. Evelita. Now, okay, so when is the next intake for the accounting and finance degree? Is it July or September? From Sunshine, yes, thank you for the question. Doctor, any
Yeah,
insight?
we have intakes in July. This is a special intake, but the modules that you'll take here are only MPU modules, because in Malaysia you are required to take MPU modules. And then we have another intake in September, of course, and another one is April. So there are 3 intakes in the Malaysia campus.
Awesome. Thank you for answering that, Doctor. I would like to ask a question, Doctor, one that relates to as you know, graduates will graduate with different types of grades and honors degrees, whether it's
Mhm.
a first class degree or a second class upper. So what would be considered for those going on to who may think they want to pursue their ICAEW pathway, with the ICAEW, and what is the grade required? Is there a certain grade that you must achieve to go on and do your professional papers, or is it open to all categories of graduates?
I think there is no such thing as grade requirement, but because, for example, ICAEW has also a professional pathway where you can start from SPM, but I think that road is very difficult to pursue because it means that you'll be studying alone and there are no help. Something like you have you have no fallback.
Guidance,
No, you don't have any fallback when you
right?
don't clear a paper or two, for example, and you have spent more than a year or two, for example, for this. So the best way is really to have a degree first that has paper exemptions with these professional bodies. So to claim for paper exemptions, there are requirements, however. You should have at least earned a grade of 50% or above to claim these paper exemptions. Okay, and when I say 50%, it must be in those areas or in those modules that are accredited by the professional body. Okay, and there are also some papers. I think we have one paper that requires that you should graduate at least with a second class up in first division classification, something like
Okay,
that.
that's
Mhm.
interesting insight. So you do need to get at least 50% and above to be eligible for the paper exemptions.
Yeah, to claim for paper exemptions
Understood. And
in accredited modules, in those accredited modules.
right, and they are offered here in
Yes,
Henley Business School.
yes, yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Doctor. Now, the second question from Sunshine is that are there a lot of assignments to do for the accounting and finance, or is it more to exams? So I think the question is relating to, is it possibly going to
Assessment,
be
yeah.
purely an exam-based assessment,
Mhm.
or is there going to be a blend of both assignments or projects and then the final exam? Can you explain about that,
Yeah,
Doctor?
it's a combination of coursework and final exam. There are even some modules that are 100% coursework, like for example, the portfolio management, because you are going to, make use of some databases, and then
Understood.
you'll make use of these databases to research. So that's a 100% coursework. But in all other modules, it's a combination of final exam and coursework. So coursework usually takes place during the school term, but final exams are done all at the same time during the examination period, which usually takes place in summer, or what we call here term 3. So it's a combination of coursework and exam.
That's great. So I think that gives students a chance and opportunity to, not everyone will be able to get the best grades during the final exam, but then having something to fall back, which is your assignments and coursework, sort of adds on to the value of your final result after your exam. So that's something that's great for students. And of course, I don't see any questions now, but in the and we will just wait for some of them to come in. We still have a few more
Okay.
minutes to go. I have a question, Doctor. Now,
Yes.
we often speak about subject requirements for these SPM or O-level leavers, as well
Mhm.
as A-level or STPM leavers. Now, what are the required subjects? Suppose I am an STPM student that has not taken mathematics in STPM. But instead have gone on for other papers, can I still go on to the degree program? Is there a specific subject requirement that you would say is crucial to a student's development?
And we would look into your English uh, grade, English mark, because the University of Reading is an English speaking university. So it is an English speaking student environment. So we see to it that you have a good grade in English. But if you don't have that, you can learn, because we have also a module in the foundation program that will train you, will give you a training on academic English. Okay, another thing to
Yes.
watch, yeah, another thing to watch is your mathematics and economics, because we, as much as possible, we want someone who has a good grade in mathematics, because this degree is both a combination of accounting and finance. So if you struggle in your math, you may not be successful in this degree. So we want you, as much as possible, when you are doing your SPM or USC or A level, please see to it that you are watching your grade in math, because that is one of the entry requirements, that we want the students to achieve a good grade in math.
Understood, Doctor. So students definitely need a good grounding, solid grounding in mathematics
Mhm.
and English if they are to be successful in the accounting profession. Now,
Yeah.
moving forward, I do not see any questions in the chat just yet, but for those students that are considering the accounting profession, but may be influenced by their friends or family saying, it's a boring profession. You only sit in front of the computer the whole day, and all you deal with is numbers. What would your advice be for them? Is that stereotype true, or there's a whole lot more to accounting than just sitting in front of the PC and dealing with numbers?
That is not true. You know what? Accountants are no longer just not crunching numbers. Okay,
Right.
we are doing the deeper side of accounting, something like helping the company in doing strategic planning, financial planning, budgeting, and of course seeing to it that all the companies have actually followed legal regulations, company laws. There are a lot of things that are needed. You're not a bookkeeper. That's not the intention of the program. That's not the intention. We want you to occupy higher posts. That's why we're also sending you to a one-year training with the professional membership bodies, or with companies that are professional membership firms. Okay, so because we want you to learn from them, and we want to see to it that you use the full of your degree, not just an entry-level position, Evan. So if you graduate from our 4-year degree, that means that you're already work ready. So you're not just end as a bookkeeper or someone who will just mix coffee or what. You're something that adds value to the company.
Understood, Doctor. Thank you very much for saying that, because I think graduates need to understand that you don't uh, sit down and just deal with numbers, because I've gotten this question from parents and students in the past. Hence, it is not only about uh, work that you do on the laptop dealing with numbers, but there is a whole lot of strategy and planning, and there's the legal aspects to it. There is a lot of teamwork involved. So accountant's job can actually be very, very interesting. What more, every industry, Doctor, I believe this is true, uh, requires the professionals, the right people to manage the finances. And that's
Yes.
where the accountants actually come in. So managing finances is an extremely crucial task of any organization to ensure the long-term survival of the organization, to ensure that the expenses are dealt with prudently,
Yeah.
as well as to avoid any wrongdoing or miscalculation that could impact the long-term health of that particular organization. So yes, that's very crucial. And also, Doctor, I don't see any questions in the chat. We have actually gone past an hour.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I would like to thank you for spending your Saturday morning with us, for giving brilliant insight on how the accounting profession will be in the digital era, and what students can expect if they were to develop as professionals in the future. And also, yes, for those of you watching, we will also go live later today at 3 p.m. with a representative from ICAEW, Mr. Lim Meng Xiang. So he will be speaking about more on the ICAEW pathway and what that uh, can offer for students who are pursuing their professional development at a later time once you are done with your degrees. So Dr. Evelita, once again, thank you very much. Please stay
Thank
safe,
you.
and I hope you have a lovely weekend. And to all the viewers, please stay safe. Have a great weekend and join us later today as well. Thank you and stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you. My
Bye, Doctor.
pleasure.